No. Wow. Okay, maybe up there. Might be the first waterfall we come across that doesn't have one. Oh, out of spirit. A little Dragon Ball charge up here. A big tower over there. Man, I love that you can just turn into direction and just be like, ooh, what's that? And just go explore. Fantastic. Although we have come across a bunch of stuff that we're kind of like that boss at Hohenmark. Like, you gotta do story before you can actually do it. Which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. I think my only complaint about the map right now is that it does not mark what you've already done. Which is a little annoying because I have the memory of a goldfish. Let's see if maybe there's one up here. I've yet to find a polar bear. But I just have this gut feeling that the first time we see a polar bear, it's going to absolutely destroy our face. It's just going to blindside us. Smash us into oblivion. I don't see... Yeah, I don't see a marker here either. Okay. Maybe there's nothing here at this waterfall. Feel like a kid again. We needed this. Gaming industry has forgotten how to take risks. Yeah, I 100% agree. Yep. I think this is a game that a lot of people have been waiting for a long time. I was responding to somebody on one of the videos, and like it feels nice to have a game that does not hold your hand like, we actually have to think, which is, it's not something we have to do in games these days anymore. Not really, right? Like, it's refreshing to have to actually use my brain in this game. Which feels really weird to say. Okay, I guess there's nothing behind those waterfalls. I will, the next time I find one, I will show you. Get over here to this tower. The other thing, too, is like, yeah, the game's got its flaws, but look at how fast the devs are patching stuff. I mean, they've already done some incredible changes in a week. Little over a week. And there was another hotfix this morning. I don't even know what that hotfix was for. Bunch of banditos. Looks like stairs over there. Everfrost Watchtower. Buddy. I just mined that man by accident. I'm so sorry, sir. That was extremely rude of me. Can we break this? Hold up. Oh boy, yes we can. Ow. Ow, ow, pain. Agony. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We're not fine. We're not fine. It's falling. And we killed everyone. We just killed like 20 dudes by bringing down that tower. Okay. Really appreciate the work effort. Yeah. Same. Same. A lot of Black Desert people have also said on Discord this is not new. They support and patch their games like crazy. That's good. I never played Black Desert. I was too into Final Fantasy XIV and some other games that I just... By the time I knew it existed, I was just kind of like done with that style of game, so... That, and I heard a lot of unsavory things about pay to win. And some of the extremely grindy systems that... Like, I heard that, like, in the end game, you would get, like, a really rare... You'd have to grind for this, like, really rare piece of equipment. And then, during the upgrade process for that piece of equipment, there was a chance that it would just get destroyed. I don't know whether that's true or not, but if it is, that sucks. That's an instant turnoff. Like, I don't want to spend like 90 hours of my life trying to get, you know, a piece of gear upgraded and then for it to just poof and I have to start all over again. That's balls. That is total balls. Chest. Battered meat and fish times 11. Heck yeah. Nice. Okay. Call me a monster for killing all the bandits? Was part of the system? Yeah, that's too much for me. That's too much. Like, I'm sure it feels, if you participate in that, I'm sure it feels amazing to actually, like, finish a weapon with a system like that. But, yeah, that's too much. That's too much. Ooh, green dye? Yo! Okay. We might have to turn ourselves completely bright green just for funsies. Path of Exile has the same mechanic where you can corrupt and brick items. Adds to the RNG. Yeah, I'm not a big Path of Exile fan. Not because of that system, just... I have a problem with the fact that, you know, one of their selling points is, oh, you've got all this choice. And you have this massive, massive talent tree, right? But in reality, you don't. You have specific... If you want to compete in endgame, right? You have certain paths that you always take for certain builds, and probably 80% of that talent tree is bloated trash. They could cut all of that out, and you still have the same game. My other problem is that they have this giant tree, and they say, oh, you know, build your character the way you want. False. Because if you build the character the way you want, without following a guide, you won't be able to get through the story. That is a problem. That is a problem. There is no creating your own build, because if you do, you will fail. Yeah. That and having to play through the story every single time you level a character, to me, is atrocious. I hate that so much. Just let me play, level up how I want to, and let me get to the end game. Diablo style, right? So yeah. Mechanically, I think Path of Exile is awesome. The game is great, minus the things I just said. In my opinion, of course. I know a lot of people love that game. Just, if they would... Honestly, I could get past the whole bloat thing if they would just make it so I don't have to play through the story every time. That is my biggest pet peeve of the game. I don't want to play through the story 50 bazillion times. You know? Like, come on, man. Hey, Shabazz Ahmed. Good morning. Good morning and happy Tuesday. I'm losing my... Let me drink the rest of my coffee. Set out fully exploring yesterday. Jumped from the abyss and headed to a place that stood out. One thing led to another. It was truly an adventure. Awesome. Awesome. That's the best part, man.
I do say, is that rain?
B-Jax, thank you for the hydrate. You just watched my short about using the palm in the abyss. Feel the same way now? Hey, Theo. Good morning. Happy Tuesday to you. Hope you're having a great day. Path of Exile's philosophy is we'll need to make it so good you want to. A lot of people disagree. Yeah. Yep. You left that puzzle and wound up going up to other Sky Islands. Couldn't figure out any of the other puzzles. Yeah, I had to stop it. Once they started introducing the laser beam shooty things, I had to stop, man. That got... But I'm curious. So you didn't do that puzzle, and you were still able to get to other Sky Islands? I thought it was linear. I didn't know there were multiple ways to get off of that island. We're gonna have to go back. I'm gonna have to go back. That short cracks me up because so many people are like, "Oh my god!" You're like, "I did the same thing," and then you've got the other people that are. One guy's comment, I was cracking up because he's like, "Are you flipping kidding me, mother fluffer?" It's so funny. Some of the puzzles in this game are like, they look so complicated. And the answer is super simple. And like, I DM for D&D, or I have. I'm not currently. But one of my favorite sessions I ran for my players was I did all this build up, right? And there was this giant door in front of them with all these contraptions and all these traps and all this other stuff. They spent 4 hours trying to figure out how to open this door when all they had to do was push on it. It wasn't locked. It was just, and that's what reminds me of these puzzles. Like, you go at them and you're like, oh man, there's all this stuff. Like that one in particular, I saw the lights shining down, and I'm like trying to calculate like bouncing the lights off of pillars to get them to land in the middle of the grate and all this other stuff. And then it's just like, wait a minute, what if we just push on it? You did the 3-palm jump up and flew towards the one nearby. Oh, I didn't even think about that. That's smart. So, I wonder if we could skip a bunch of the islands. You can progress the abyss in different ways. Interesting. Oh, we're definitely going to have to go back then. That makes it even cooler. I didn't know you could do that. I thought we were on a linear path up there. That's very cool. I feel like there should be something here. You know, if I have to, I'll look up where these other shadow pieces are. I have I have some pictures saved on my phone from a post that was pointing out where they were, but I did not look at them long enough for my brain to register. I just know that they're up here somewhere. I don't know. Trying to find them organically if I can, but I think it's about time we upgrade our armor, so... Okay. Nothing here, huh? Bummer, dude. I thought for sure there'd be something here. Okay. Everfrost Watchtower. I wonder if we missed something over here. See, is there another landmark we can head towards? Don't really see anything. I mean, I guess we could just head that way, right? See what we find. More bismuth. Still don't know what to do with that, though. I'm assuming at some point we'll get some kind of crafting recipe that takes bismuth. That is not what I wanted to do. There we go. This stuff is so hard to tell if I can mine anywhere or not. So let's just meander over this direction. More bismuth. Well, alrighty then. Just one. What? That was weird. Okay, well. What? What just happened? Okay. I thought we were at full health, but maybe not?
Hey, it's time to stretch.
Time to stretch. It is time to stretch. Oh. Okay. I guess let's try that again and try not to die this time. Wait, where are we? Where did it put us? What? Oh. Okay. Oh, okay. Gotcha. We're like 10 feet away. Sweet. Alright, well, we're just going to leave that bismuth alone, because apparently it does not want to be mined. Bismuth on a killing spree. Oh. Hi, tree. Nice to meet you. See you. How's your mother? Wait, okay, hold on. What pieces do we need? We need the gloves. So we're searching for the gloves in the chest. I'm fairly certain the helmet is locked behind the boss. Oh, what are these? Stirrups of the open sky. Increase grip. Interesting. Queen's fangs. Sprays spider venom forward, dealing damage to enemies hit. That sounds cool. What did I think of Neo 3? I loved it. I loved it. Unfortunately, and this happens with all Neo games, there's not a lot to do at release. You kind of have to wait for the first DLC when they open up the end game, and then you have a lot more to do. That said, it was a fantastic experience all the way up to the end. I enjoyed every minute of it. Every minute of it. Good stuff. Although doing a full playthrough of Neo 2 right before Neo 3 was a terrible decision. It took me so long to get used to the new controls in Neo 3. It was a major detriment for a while. Took me a long time to unlearn the controls. But man, the fist weapons were an absolute blast to play. How different are we talking? Are you talking from 2 to 3? I'm trying to remember what the biggest change was. So your dodge button's the same. The biggest change was the fact that jump is now in the game. So you can now jump. The other thing is, so you can play the whole game in ninja mode, and it makes the game way easier. Ninja mode is OP. I'll just put it that way. Ninja mode feels so much easier than samurai mode. You can play the whole game in samurai mode, which I started out in ninja mode and decided once I sat down and actually practiced a little bit with the fists, I played most of the game in samurai. That gives you more of a challenge. So you can almost think of it as ninja mode is easy mode, and then samurai is normal mode. There were bosses, though, where I had to switch to ninja because I was not fast enough in samurai. I think the original design was that you switch between both, obviously, based on the situation and what you need. So, like, sometimes there's some flying enemies that it's a lot easier to take care of them in ninja mode because you can chuck shuriken or spells or whatever. Your Onmyo magic is now based on soul cores. So that has changed a little bit. And there's like 3 different ways to parry. And if you want to get super complex with it, you can start in samurai, and then there are abilities that allow you to hit with samurai or parry with samurai, flip to ninja, do some moves, flip to the next. Like, you can get really complex with the combos. And I've seen some videos out there of people doing some really great, like, it looks cinematic with them switching between stances, switching weapons, all sorts of crazy stuff. You do start out with only one weapon slot for each form, and eventually you open up a second weapon slot for each form. But yeah, if you loved 1 and 2, you will love 3. 3 is just more open world instead of just missions. And it behooves you in that game to actually explore the map and do all of the little things, because you get a bunch of stat bonuses and other stuff. Like, they make it worthwhile for you to go explore the map and do all the side quests. Yeah, I highly recommend it. It was awesome. Okay, I see more bismuth. Wow, a lot of bismuth. Alright, let's just get these marked on the map, so we know they're here. If we ever need to go harvest a bazillion bismuth, we know where to go. Hopefully this time I won't die a horrible death trying to mine it. Oh. Yeah, that's doing a lot more damage than I thought. Okay. More bismuth. Jeez. Although I don't... There to mine. Okay. Where are we on the map right now? Can we even get up here? Bismuth. We're gonna name this Bismuth Mountain. Is that another spire? Not marked on our map. Okay. So let's go up here and see. Is that a bear? That's a bear. You just stay right there, Mr. Bear. It's only like the second or third bear we've seen. Very few and far between, that's for sure. Check out this lake. Wait, that is? What? Now it's gone. Wait, what? Can we get up top here? See if we can get up here. Let's see. Excuse you, dear. Dude, props to Kliff. We're basically scaling a vertical wall and he's just doing it like it's nothing. What a boss. Man's not even pantsing. Kliff is scaling the cliff. That's right. He's cliffing it.